podcast.
Okay, do you feel more comfortable with her here or less comfortable?
Oh, no, I'm fine with her here.
Shit.
Do you feel more
It's
comfortable?
nerve-wracking. Judgment.
I'm sorry, sir.
Sir.
May I ask you the question in return? Do you feel more comfortable with her here or less comfortable?
I don't know.
She waxes my vagina if that answers any questions.
It does answer a lot of questions. So it does mean, you guys are really close.
Comfortability is the utmost factor
okay,
here.
I swear that's the chair. Oh, you can't hear it.
I can't.
Because you don't have headphones. Because you're losing.
Is there like an improper way to answer a question?
No.
Okay. Should I like speak in a different voice?
You can do the mom answering the phone.
Hi. 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 I would like to know if you had any extra socks?
Any extra sucks? Socks or sucks? Sucks. Hi, ma'am. Do you have time for your Lord and Savior for some more sucks?
You want to hear a story? I know. I was just thinking.
Hit me with the story. Let's go.
Okay, so Justin told me, is this happening?
Yeah, we're going.
We're already going? Stop
I got
it.
the waxing the machine part. We can figure that all out in post, but we're going. I figured what a no better time than the present. Yeah.
I don't know where I did not
for
sign up
those
for
listening, we have a lovely dog in the background planned by my lovely girlfriend. She brought the dog and put it in the neighbor's lawn so it would bark. What are you watching? Oh, she's on Facebook. And we shotgunned a Truly.
Yes, this is true. Yep. Erica took about a sip and
she was flipping us off. It's not our fault. Okay, so I gotta ask. So your Instagram handle is Baby Space Alien.
Yes.
Okay, hold on. That dog is gonna piss me off. Whatever. Okay. Why is it Baby Space Alien? Are you like obsessed with aliens or some shit?
Yes, it is a lifestyle. It is written in my DNA. Aliens are just, they're out of this world. They don't fit in with anybody else, and I feel like I definitely belong with their species, and I love holographic clothes, so thus brought aliens. Also, it came from just lots of alien shows and movies growing up. So
like ancient aliens?
Ancient aliens.
What about the guy? So what,
I'm not saying it's aliens, but it's aliens.
What's his name? I don't know his name. He has the freaky ass hair.
Yes. Yes.
The aliens guy.
Yeah.
Are they still recording shows?
They are still recording shows, new shows.
By the way, people that are listening, I'm so sorry about the dog. While we're setting up and doing everything, it was so nice. You could hear the birds. It's beautiful in this backyard, even though there's nothing. It's awesome.
Except,
the dog. Are we gonna hear like a dog abuse in the background? Have you seen Cruella yet?
No, I have not, but I do want to see it.
I've heard it was really good.
The fashion is on point.
On point.
At least what I saw in like the trailer. But I've heard it's amazing.
Who's the actress again? She was in Easy A.
Oh, Emma Roberts? Emma Stone.
Emma Stone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is actually pretty surprising for a role like that. I would have not.
Who would you have cast as Cruella?
Ooh, that's a great question.
I could see you playing as Cruella though. Not in like a shade way. Like,
no, I mean, it's accurate because like for me, like my style goes from like Rainbow Bright to Debbie Dark. So
I don't think I've ever seen
the other side.
I just go on your Instagram page and I'm like, there's
an emo moment.
There's a lot
here and there.
That's alien shit.
Yeah, it's usually pretty colorful, and then it goes. We get moody sometimes, and then we just all black, and you can never go wrong with all black. It spikes, which is where we connect, Erica and I. Or like polar opposites. She's like goth gal, and I'm like
goth gal. Is that like an actual term? Goth gal?
Goth gal.
Goth gal.
All black, earthing.
Dang. Wait, so who would you cast? Did you answer that already?
Here's the thing with actors and actresses.
Oh, shit.
I only really know their names in the thing that I remember them like playing in. Like, if it's like The Office, it's like Jim and Pam.
Yeah.
I don't know. Devil Wears Prada. Meryl Streep?
Meryl Streep.
Yeah. But like a lot of actresses and stuff, I don't actually know. I'm trying to think of who would be a good role for that. How would I know? You know?
The gay kid from Schitt's Creek as Cruella. A spin-off.
I like that.
Just drag, full on drag.
I mean, why not?
Shit. Let's get the funding. That'd be sick. We can do a little backyard thing and we can find some like gay kid here. You can, you? Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my God. Did Erica tell you that when we were walking down the street of downtown Idaho, we held hands for a second, then we realized it was probably not a good idea because, you know, Idaho.
I don't know. Yeah.
It's different than California.
Yeah.
It's a big transition.
It is. It's crazy. I'm still getting used to it. Some days I'm like, yeah, I live here. It's only been a little over a month.
It's kind of like Little House on the Prairie.
It is. Well, we're literally like one street away from
the prairie.
The prairie, and to a main
called
street called Prairie. So.
Oh, so double down on the prairie.
Double down, yeah. And we have a what the fuck is that thing called?
An actual prairie.
The thing that's a gopher. What's the thing that's digging a hole in our? What? Okay, what is that? That's a gopher.
That's an Idahoan gopher.
So wait, why did you say that's only in California if there's one in our backyard? Oh, okay. No, I don't know. I thought it was funny. I don't know.
So just for the record, Erica does not want to be on the podcast, but she's kind of being pulled through.
One day I'll get her on, but I think it might take something on the ring finger for her to get on, and maybe like
Casamigos.
6 Trulies, and for it to never be released.
Exactly.
On any
So
platform.
For now, Erica is our producer / director.
So,
are you the awkward front wheel, or are you like one of the wobbly back wheels? Like the big one in the front.
Yeah. So you guys, coming here to Idaho, there's different. You were doing Soul Cycle back in California. Is that only a California thing?
No, it is not. It's all across the United States, but it's in specific regions. So like Chicago, New York, obviously New York is like where it originated. And then you have like Texas, and California is obviously like a huge part of it, just between like Northern California and Southern California.
Okay. And then here they have, what's it called? Cycle Bar?
Cycle Bar. Yeah. Did that for the first time today.
So, cause I remember yesterday I asked and you kind of told me, but like the differences, something about like, there's a scoreboard, a leaderboard, like what else is like different? Cause I've never been to either.
Yeah. I mean, both equally good. However, I'm a little biased. Soul Cycle. I mean, it says it in the name, just Soul Cycle.
Well, didn't you tell me you worked for Soul Cycle for like 5 years?
I also a little biased because I work there.
Yeah, by the way.
Also work there, also wearing a Soul Cycle sweatshirt.
It reminds me of the Gap logo. Is there a fly? We're getting attacked by flies. Oh, there's one fly attacking her. We're good.
Is that a bee?
Oh, that was a bee?
Oh my God.
Why couldn't you just lie and say it was a fly? No, the flies are all stuck in the window panes like dumbasses.
Oh yeah, no. A fly fell into my coffee today, and it was very sad because that was going to be like my afternoon coffee, and then there was a fly in it, and I had to pour it out.
From here, or did you buy it?
I bought it next to a Cycle Bar. Full circle.
Oh.
Yeah, I did.
Something with a hammer.
Hammer Time.
Hammer Time.
Really good coffee, by the way.
Touch this.
Also, what is it? Oh. I think it's just hammer.
What?
Hammer Time.
You were going to say something,
coffee?
and it sounded like it was going to be really cool.
What is it with Idaho and coffee? Have you figured that?
I don't know.
There's so
There
much
is
coffee
those little
shops. I have never in my life.
kiosks.
Like, you would think in California you would have more coffee shops because it's like Silicon Valley, so like tech, everyone's like working all the time. It's
My
so
screenplay.
It's
I need my
hipster,
coffee.
urban,
Yeah.
city life.
You would think, yeah.
I mean, you go in San Francisco and there's coffee shops everywhere, of course, but like outside of that, it's like it's Starbucks or if you're lucky, Blue Bottle.
Ooh.
Yeah. But here,
It's
everywhere. And there's these little tiny huts that have different coffee place, like different owned coffee places with their little tiny like drive-through huts. And they're all owned by different people.
I'm trying to think right now.
All different names.
Like, I can't tell you a place in California back home where there is one.
I can tell there's one in Half Moon Bay where I live.
Okay, well, I don't go to Half Moon Bay a lot.
But not like it is here. It's like on every corner. And it's all equally amazing.
Sorry, I'm taking awkward photo while you're talking. Sorry.
Comfortable.
Uncomfortable. So this is your first podcast for real?
Yeah. Can you tell?
Not really.
Oh, okay, good.
I mean, I don't even know if I'm going to start it off with what you were talking about, but with the
find
mic.
out. I can't even hear what's going on, so we don't know.
Oh,
Can you
that's true.
hear as I speak?
Yeah.
Oh, it's probably better if not, because I probably wouldn't speak.
It is weird hearing, even like now, like when I do a podcast, even like the solo ones I do, when I hear my voice through the thing, I'm like,
I sound like that?
some days I'm like, yeah, through the thing, through the speaker, or through the microphone,
like
through the cable.
ASMR.
Sorry, the cable or the cord. Apparently, I call it the wrong thing. Extension cable, extension cord.
I mean, I know it as extension
both.
cord. However, tomato. I also say very different things than what they actually are. But people still know what I'm talking about.
Cable, and then like your charger for your phone is a cord.
Could be like that.
Like this that attaches the microphone.
That's a cable.
Is an XLR cable. Very similar to the diameter of the extension. No, it's just very similar.
What's
in
the
girth.
width of your cord hole, sir?
Cornholio.
Your cord hole? That's how you know if it's a cord or a cable?
Okay, so you're being biased off of SoulCycle versus Cycle Bar is just because you worked with SoulCycle?
No, here's the thing, is I take a lot of...
So many fucking things going on.
I know.
The birds is the only nice thing.
I know, they really do get chirpy out
Yeah.
here.
Okay. Yeah, that was good. Oh shit. Now do you have a laugh attack where like anything like out of nowhere, like you get silent and like you're gonna start laughing?
At least it's not like a wheeze laugh sort of situation. I take a lot of different fitness classes, just, I mean, it's good to have range. It's good to have like diversity and like the things that you're taking. And also I just like to do a lot of different things. However, Erica took me to Cycle Bar today for my first time. Cycle Bar is also actually in California. I have a friend who works there and she loves it at Cycle Bar, but I am biased because I've been working there for 5 years at Soul Cycle. Very similar in the sense of like customer service and how the room's set up with the dark room. You've got candles in front of the instructor bike.
Candles?
Candles, yeah, that's right. It's very culty.
Do they have like a certain scent?
Soul Cycle does.
They have their own scent. Like,
yeah,
can you go
it's
online
a great
and buy?
fruit. It's a candle. We sell a candle.
Oh my.
Yeah. It's
Cycle
a yellow
Bar,
candle.
if you're
It's a
listening to
signature
this,
scent. It's like a grapefruit. It's the best smell you'll ever smell.
Damn.
And back when we were in the studio pre-pandemic, it was always lit when you come in. So like the specific things, like when you walk into Soul Cycle, it's like you've got the candle lit, you get like free gum, like when you come in.
The fuck?
Yeah, you get like all, it's this whole like it's 32 piece, $32 piece of gum. You join a cult.
I was gonna say,
a dark
are they
room.
doing like sketchy shit?
You
Like on the weekends?
You may or may not blow out the candle at the end of your ride, depending on, the instructor and who they bring it to. These
There's some
dogs have a lot
dogfighting
to
going
say.
Oh, that'd be so great. I wish we could understand what dogs are saying.
It would
fully,
make things a lot easier.
so
and
they could
plants,
do a podcast.
You know,
No, we need a podcast between a flower and a bee. It's gonna be
what came first, the chicken or the egg? Same? No.
Well, pollinating.
Same.
I feel like if they started talking to it, like say they were
Buzz.
able to talk, and like a flower and a bee, like I feel like it would just sound real sexual.
Probably.
And
like pollinate me.
Yeah.
Bitch.
But you know what? That would probably make for like the number
here?
one like top 10
bad
rated.
words are okay.
What are you continuing? What? Shit, no, that's not cool. She's sitting behind me. Now she's just
no
gonna
pressure.
Now she's just gonna like.
Oh yeah, like the teacher, like the student behind the teacher.
Sketchy. So there's that.
There's that.
And the dog stopped.
There we go.
Well, that's great.
Well, we've got a new contestant up.
Oh shit. So hold on. Okay, hold on. You said something about you may or may not blow out the candle at the end of Soul Cycle.
Yeah. So
is that like a reward?
Okay.
Like, good job, Erica.
Yeah,
you get to blow out the candle today.
Exactly. So
Today.
at Soul Cycle, first of all, you walk in, it's completely dark. You can't see anything, which makes it like
Sketchy.
this very
Cool.
This is where it gets the cult, quote unquote, connotation of like, this is a cult. But the thing is like everyone rides together and people become like addicted to it because it's like it's a therapy. It's a dark room. You completely like let go, no judgment. You can't see anything, literally. Like you trip over bikes and
Oh damn.
yeah, it's great. But at the end, so the instructor, they have 3 candles at the front of their bikes on the podium that are lit, and at the end of class you do like a run home kind of jog, and it's supposed to be like a meditative spiritual moment, kind of like letting out all the demons and like whatever you're dealing with that day, week, or month. So they blow out the candles. Instead of them blowing out the candles, they'll take it around and they'll basically pick a rider to blow out the candle, and like that's like the moment, like you're the chosen one.
So like you don't have to be like
Yoda gives you the stick.
Yeah, I remember you telling me that one of the differences between Cycle Bar and Soul Cycle was that Cycle Bar had like a leaderboard.
Yeah.
So basically with the blowing out the candle, I mean, even though there's no leaderboard, you can tell in a class. Holy shit, you said you can't see.
Well, that's the thing.
So there's no like leader, like, yeah, top dog, you're blowing out a candle, baby.
Here's the thing is like with any like sort of fitness class, like usually the people who are riding in the front are like the avid riders, they're riding to the beat of the music, they're hitting all the beats, and like most people who are like new to it tend to like go towards the back, or like sometimes if you're just not feeling it and you just kind of want to be in your own space, you head towards the back. Cycle Bar was great. They still have the candle moment, except their candles were fake.
Fake.
No judgment.
Okay.
Like the electrical, like the little fake flickering light one.
Oh,
so it gives still the idea of it.
But you can't blow out a fake candle.
You can't blow out a fake candle, no. You can turn the light off at the bottom.
Okay.
Music was great. Instructor was great. I will say that. It's just different. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm definitely biased, but it's great because like it's same.
Yeah.
Both a dark room. They both have like a candle situation. But the leaderboard for me is we compete enough in life as humans with jobs and, relationships or, like whatever, like you're dealing with, like it always feels like a competition wherever you go. And I feel like fitness is hard enough for a lot of people to feel like, okay, like I'm going to show up, like I'm probably going to be surrounded by like all these like intense riders. Like I don't also want a leaderboard on top of it to showcase that like I'm last in place. Like for instance, today I was placed 13th out of,
Jeez,
I don't know, 15 people.
I'm just kidding. Oh, out of 15?
I don't like, I mean,
Jeez, I thought you were good at this.
I know, I thought I was too.
I'm kidding. No, I can understand where you're coming from though.
Yeah,
like,
you know what I mean? And like, it's not even because like, it's not because I was in last place. I'm not saying that. I I just think that, you know, like with SoulCycle, you ride to the beat of the music. You're not watching RPMs. You're not watching, like, for me, the entire time, like, it was still really fun, but the entire time I'm looking at the speedometer at the bottom, trying to make sure I'm hitting these certain numbers.
Mm-hmm.
And it took away the ability to kind of like let go and not be like 45 minutes or 60
Go with
minutes.
the music and stuff because you're always focused on.
Because for me, like when I do ride at SoulCycle, it becomes like that is like my 45 minutes. Like time is far and few between for, at least for me, I work a lot of jobs. So like I want a moment where I'm not thinking about anything else.
Mm-hmm.
And it was kind of more focused on like, oh my gosh, I'm not at the right RPM. Oh my gosh, I'm not at the right gear. So, and that's kind of like where the leaderboard, you know, situation also ties in. It's like, instead of just enjoying and kind of like being there and like still having a good workout, you know, if you're working out,
yeah,
you know, and at the end of the day, it's like, regardless if you have someone telling you what RPMs you're at, like you're going to know if you're getting a good workout.
Interesting. Yeah. Eventually I'll go to Cycle Bar.
Yeah. I mean, it's different. It's definitely different. And again, I'm probably biased because I've worked at SoulCycle for 5 years.
But I have nothing to judge against because I've never been at all.
Yeah.
Like I've used the spin bike at the gym.
Yeah.
But that's just.
Yeah. I mean, it's still hard. The music was great. The instructor was awesome, like super inspiring. And like you could feel her energy. And like half the time it's like the instructor that makes the class.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just different, but definitely.
Well, that's what you were doing, right? Instructing classes. So how did you? So for 5 years, or
no,
how did it start?
I worked front desk and then I managed SoulCycle. I never actually taught at SoulCycle. I teach yoga.
Oh,
so, and but that's actually what led me into teaching it because like I wanted to be a SoulCycle instructor for like a long period of time, and then I was like, it's really hard on the body as far as like joints and muscles and stuff.
Yeah.
And I was like, I do want to be an instructor, maybe not a SoulCycle instructor or a cycling instructor. So I actually ended up finding Core Power, you know, through being in the fitness world and like Core Power instructors coming and taking our classes. So we went and took their classes, and that's how I ended up doing my training and becoming a yoga instructor.
Interesting. So there's, well, one, I'm suck at yoga, but there's one thing, I wrote it down because I'm fucking cool. Where is it? Okay. And it's on I think it's on your Instagram too, which is where I found this. So a yogi manifester.
Mm-hmm.
What is that? I mean, you're obviously are you manifesting the yoga? I don't know what this means. Hi.
It's like a 2-part, right? So like yogi, I do yoga. So it's like
someone who does yoga is a yogi?
Yogi or yogini. So,
a yogini? I've heard of a yogi.
Yeah. So before it was yogi, which is like more kind of like masculine, and now there's yogi and yogini. So yogini can be like more feminine, but it really just depends on like how you would like to be called. I call myself like a yogi. I do yoga.
Yeah. Okay.
So it's like yogi manifester. So I try to think that I manifest and try to create my reality in some way, shape, or form.
That's yogina?
Yogini.
Yogina.
So like Yogi Yogi Bear.
Luigi?
Yogini. Yogini.
Damn.
Did I pass the spelling bee?
I don't know.
The next round.
You could have fooled me. You could have spelled it with like an X and a Z and like 7 J's, and I'd be like, yep, that's right.
Don't even ask me how to spell that.
I did yoga once. It was at 24. It was, I mean, who knows? I don't know how good or bad it is.
Here's the thing is, well, obviously you can do yoga anywhere. Yoga is like just one part. So like when you're doing physical like yoga with like poses and stuff, that's actually like asana, which is like one actual limb of yoga. So yoga is an 8-limb path.
Oh, Jesus.
And there's like 8. Okay. Yeah. 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 I mean, I can't. At this moment, I can't remember all of them at the top of my head, but yoga is 8 limbs. So there's all these different parts of yoga. So like there's yoga that you can practice, which is asana. It's poses. So that's what most people think about when they think of yoga.
Okay, yeah, because like when I did yoga, it was the ones that I've heard of, or like you could probably go on like Google images and yoga poses.
Yeah,
Was
exactly.
it downward facing dog?
Downward facing dog, yeah.
Some other shit.
Yeah. I mean,
That's the only one I can
there's
think
tons of it. There's tons of it. And then there's so much more that like goes into yoga. So there's like, you know, like karmic yoga and like, you know, volunteering and kind of the energy that you put out into the world. So there's all these different limbs of actual yoga, and asana yoga, like classes, poses is like what most people know as yoga.
Okay.
But there's like all these different paths and like parts that like tear off of what actual like what being like yogi.
So how would I look that up? 8 what?
8 limbs
8
of yoga.
limbs of yoga. By the way, can you put that cable over or maybe bring it in front of you somehow? What's so wild, and I'm still like learning this podcast stuff and like cables and whatnot, but when I noticed when the cable hits, I don't know if I'm just hearing it from just hearing it or if I'm hearing it like through actual recording.
Does it like
there, you're good.
Makes a noise?
Okay. Oh,
I'm
geez.
tired.
There's some words in here that
Next candidate up to the plate.
pass. I don't know if I'm going to be able to pronounce these.
So it's
Yama.
mm-hmm.
Asaleka.
There's Yama, like Niyama.
Yama, Niyama. There's 5 Niyamas.
Mm-hmm.
So within the 8, there's like subsections of.
Exactly.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Asana, Karne Asana, Prananamana. Can you say
Pranayama?
What?
Pranayama.
Shit.
It's a breath.
It's
so breath work. Exactly.
Oh.
Yeah.
Something it's not really entirely like breath work. It's just something that I try to do, especially when I'm working out, even if it's like something that, like even running, I'm always trying to just breathe through my nose.
Mm-hmm. That's the hardest thing with running. I breathe through my mouth.
It's so hard.
I try to breathe through my nose. I'm like, look, if you have me running, you're lucky that I'm breathing at all.
Oh, I thought that said diarrhea for a second. Dharana.
Samadhi.
Dharana. I do want to try. Was it just hot yoga?
Oh, like, yeah.
I was going to say the other name, but that guy is canceled.
Yeah, he's definitely canceled. That's actually, ironically enough, that's the first yoga that I ever started.
Really?
When I was going to school, I was like, okay, I'm going to try yoga out. Cause like, I've always really been into fitness and I like trying new things. I get bored with workouts. So like trying different classes and all sorts of things. And, I found a Bikram yoga place in like South San Francisco, and hot. It is hot.
Do you know how hot they go? I've never really
104.
That's not okay. I love the sauna.
But there's humidity.
I told her that I am gonna buy
a sauna,
a personal sauna.
But that's the thing, and that's why it can be extremely good for you. And like, I had done a lot of research of like, okay, like yoga is obviously really good for you, but like Bikram, because it's so hot, it helps release all these toxins and things like that. But the thing is,
proteins and everything, your body's going into like, oh shit,
it's kind of like if you're like doing like fasting or anything like that, like putting your body into like a shock. It's obviously like not good to do like 3 times a day or whatever, but
like I'm sure some people like big wave surfer Laird Hamilton goes crazy. He brings his assault bike in the sauna, cranks it probably up to 200. He's wearing oven mitts. He's going crazy, but like,
and
I think the most I do is 20-minute increments.
Yeah, like both ends of the spectrum. So like you can do like the cold plunging, like the Wim Hof.
Oh gosh,
which is also extremely good for your body, but it's like you're shocking your body and like almost like a reset, and it does something to like your immune system, your metabolism, and it kind of just like puts you through like a whole new loop. But the classes are, I believe it was like 104, I want to say, if not hotter. But the thing is like with Bikram, like you're holding these poses for like,
oh yeah.
So like for me, like I teach vinyasa, so it's breath to movement. So it's like inhale, exhale, and you're doing like breath to movement. So it's like inhale, like mountain pose, exhale, forward fold. So like you do each pose to each breath.
Oh, okay.
So it's very fluid. So it's very quick.
So like,
damn. Okay, that's cool.
Yeah. So for Bikram, that's not the case.
You're doing just the movements.
You
normally,
do the movement, but you hold it for a long period of time.
What was that one called? Just the the one that when people think yoga, they think of just
most
the
people think of like vinyasa.
the poses. Vinyasa?
Yeah, vinyasa is like the more like kind of what you would see like in an average yoga place.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then you do or taught or teach.
I teach. Yeah. It's C2 at Core Power, but it's vinyasa flow.
Vinyasa.
Yeah. Vinyasa.
So is there one that like, I mean, for me, like I said, I've only done one, but I'm generally fit. Like, is there...
That's the thing. That's the thing that's crazy about yoga is like, you can be so fit and then you can go into yoga and it's so much more than being like fit, like, cause you're using like all these teeny tiny muscles in your body that like you don't normally use. Exactly. So you're activating like, when you go, like, cause like for me, like I'm a heavy lifter, I go to the gym, I squat and, like I do all these like really big workouts, but then like you can go to yoga and you're working completely different muscles, like the little small ones that help support those bigger ones. So like you'll see like a lot of like football players, like we'll see a lot of people who come into class who are like big athletes. They do yoga because it helps A, stretch out their muscles, but B, like it helps work those teeny tiny muscles that are working underneath the big ones. So it's like you're getting like full range. Damn.
I'm just happy that, well, like I said, keep saying, the one time I went, I'm just glad that I didn't fart.
I mean,
I feel like that's also, enough. I will say, I feel like that might be a reason why some people don't go.
I mean, you bend over a lot. I mean, don't eat Mexican food before you go. I will say that. And it's hot, but the thing is like
heard and smelled some shit.
I mean, I'm sure it happens. Luckily, like at each yoga place that you go to, it's like very different standards. And it also depends on the instructor, but we play music. So like I create playlists for yoga. So like I play a mixture of EDM and,
do you use Spotify?
I do.
Is it like public?
It is public.
Okay. So maybe we can figure it out, but maybe we can put like a link in the show notes.
Yeah.
So people can go to.
Yeah.
Do you have one meant for like your workouts? Or do you kind of like shuffle through?
I can be really organized, but when it comes to like music, for yoga, I'll create like actual playlists, obviously. Okay. Just to like build off of like a yoga playlist that I pull all the stuff and then I create like playlists for each class. But for like my songs I just hit the heart button and then I shuffle.
Well, for the yoga stuff, maybe we'll try and get like a link we can post in the show notes so people can just go
click on it.
So, well, going off of the thing of like you could be a bodybuilder and going into like the most basic class, you could be struggling really hard. I mean, but like, I guess recommending a class to someone is hard when anyone could. I mean, someone that's never done it before could go into a crazy class and
Yeah, I mean, the thing is really with yoga, and at least, I mean, I know for me, and I know hopefully with a lot of yoga instructors is teaching towards the midline. So like I always offer like modifications. So like poses that we do, it's like. There's always like a modification that you can do that is going to hit, like there's different tiers. So you have like an A, B, C level. And like when you're cueing certain poses, you're making sure that like it is available to everyone. Like yoga is not just for individuals who are super fit or super flexible. Even like being like super flexible can sometimes work against you in yoga. So it's really like very mindful being an instructor and like watching your class and like you're teaching for them. It's not like an ego thing, like, oh, okay, like this is my class, this is how we're teaching, and you just fall in line with what we're doing, which can be a lot of like other classes, like these boot camp classes, which there's nothing wrong with that. But like with yoga, it's really about like mind, body, spirit. And, really looking to your class. It's like, if your class is like obviously struggling with a pose, like how can you help them get into a comfortable pose? Like you're there to support them.
Yeah.
You're there to guide them.
Huh. I'll have to go again. Maybe we'll go do yoga. What was that? Does she not like yoga?
No, she liked it. She does
She
great.
me a stank face. Oh. Damn. I was going to say, we need more. We need more. Damn it. We should have gotten more. That sucks.
You can walk.
How far is the walk to what?
I don't know. Y'all live in suburbia land.
Half a mile. See, this is why we need a golf cart.
Oh.
Right.
When I lived in Georgia, we had a golf cart.
Where in Georgia?
Atlanta.
Oh, okay.
Like Fulton County.
Wasn't there, but with one of the bands that I was working for.
We have a question in the back.
I know. We'll get to it when the class is over. Alpharetta. With
that's where I lived.
What was me? Alpharetta is not Atlanta. They're definitely far.
Okay, here's the thing, is like you have it's like Atlanta is like the major city, and then like Alpharetta is like outskirts. And then county. I was in I lived in Fulton and Forsyth.
Oh, okay. Okay. Such a fucking hater.
Did she message you? Did she text you?
No, she flipped, turned around and she's like, God. Okay, one thing so when we were doing the Instagram story post and whatnot, and I was like, what do I post? Something question, yada, yada, yada. Something about law of attraction. Mm-hmm. What? What does it mean?
Yeah, right.
Do you study it, or is it something you live by? I don't know. I don't even know what it is. Is it just the law that is attraction?
Yeah. Okay. Well, I guess where it originated for me is I first found out about law of attraction when I was in high school. So Oprah had this book.
Oprah. There's that fucking bee again.
I know, buzzing around. Must be sweet.
Oh shit. Yeah.
Oprah had when she had her, I think she still has her show. I don't know. Oprah talked about this book called The Secret, and you might be familiar with it. There's actually,
I should start
there
reading
is, I don't know, you call it a documentary. There's a film on it on Netflix actually. So you can actually, some people will watch it or listen to it as they fall asleep, and it becomes subliminal messaging.
Oh shit.
But
back to the
basically, I was introduced to the book The Secret, and it's a really small book. It's almost like a table book, something that you can read extremely quickly.
So I can read it then.
Yeah, I actually have 2 copies of it, so I'll send you one.
Why do you have 2?
I don't know. I manifested really 2. I don't know.
You manifested 2, yeah. Okay, sorry, continue.
But basically, the whole concept behind it was creating a vision board. So it was create all the things that you wanted. And at that time for me, I created a vision board because I was in high school at the time. So I had I was on swim team. So I wanted to hit certain times on, my swim goals. I wanted to have certain grades. I wanted to have all these things. And I was like, okay, this is kind of a bunch of hogwash. Mm-hmm. And I had it up, and the times that I wanted, I was swimming butterfly at the time, and I essentially dropped 8 seconds off of my time. And that is not an easy thing to do. That is not that is not that's, and I hadn't, I wasn't really training for it. I wasn't practicing, but it was in the back of my head. I was seeing it every single day for the past couple months, because it was on a vision board, kind of a collage that I had put up in my room. And all the things that I had on the board actually came true. So what the whole point behind the vision board and the law of attraction was, you create these boards of things that you want to have in your life, and you see them every day. So as you see these goals visually every day, they are constantly in the back of your mind. So it's kind of creating that quote unquote subliminal messaging in your head, I need to get that, I need to obtain that. Damn. And whether it's writing it down every single day, whether it's seeing it in front of you every single day, it creates this consistency of seeing what your goals actually are, rather than just being oh yeah, I want to be a doctor someday, or oh yeah, I want to have a Porsche, or whatever you want to have. And that's when I became an actual holy shit, that actually works. Law of attraction, the things
that you put out there, like the energy you put towards it will actually come into fruition. So I guess like another way you can look at it is like, and this is what I tell like a lot of people is like, have you ever had like those days that like you wake up, you're running late and just like everything hits the fan.
Of
like
course.
you spill your coffee, you trip, you hit every red light, like because you start to do this almost like a spiral, like this day is already horrible and you can't get it out of your head. It just, and then it just continues to spiral from there. But it's like, if you flip the script and it's like, okay, what can I find positive out of the situation? How can I not allow this to like affect my day, and just turning it into like a positive way of thinking it and like just spinning it. Law of attraction. You attract what you put out into the world.
That's way more profound than I was expecting, because I obviously didn't do any research on it because I just didn't, well, I don't know. But I thought it was going to be something off of like visual appearance, and like I was like, oh, this is going to be weird. Like the law of attraction. Why are people attracted to who they're attracted to?
Oh no,
like
completely.
Which is a whole nother thing, which would be cool to look into. But that's way more.
Yeah, I mean, you're still gonna have your bad days. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, not every you're not gonna have amazing, positive like situations all the time. But it's like, you know, if you start to focus on those positive things, like whether it's like a cup of coffee or your hair was good that day, or like whatever small thing, like you start to find the positives throughout the day, and like they start to automatically like formulate, and it's like the negatives start to like kind of push away.
Well, I think I'm gonna do a little vision board. I'm gonna use the office closet. It's always gonna be closed, and you open it, and it's gonna look like a shrine. Just everywhere.
You'd be surprised. You would be surprised how well it works, and it's like it's as easy. So I have a friend who has a company called like Made Wild, and she does like that sort of stuff, like manifesting action boards, like things like that, and it's how to create like an action board, how to like decrease like limiting beliefs, like doubts and fears and stuff that you have, that like they start to like come forward as like a human being. Like the first thing you think of is like, I'm not going to be good enough. I'm not going to do well. Like for instance, I don't know how to do a podcast.
But
and then
here
you
we
just
are, like
just
I can tell as like after we got over like the initial maybe 5-10 minutes.
Yeah.
Now like you're just
it's
running shit.
it's just like it's just like the fear of like not being accepted, or just feeling like you're not going to do well. And it's really like your own personal thoughts. Like no one is standing there telling you that. Everyone else around you is usually supporting you. It's like usually just the self that's like creating those doubts. But she creates like action boards, like workshops. So like it's as easy as like creating like a Google document and then taking photos that inspire you, like what you want to achieve that month.
Oh, cool.
And you can put it on one sheet, you can put it on 2 or 3, and then you just post it up on like an area that you're going to see every single morning.
Ooh.
And you're constantly seeing it over and over and over again. And it's like you visualize, and I'm telling you, more often than not, and I used to not believe in any of this stuff, and then I actually have seen it come to fruition and like actually happen on like situations that like I never thought were going to happen. And it's like, it's kind of like you have to believe it, like see it to believe it or something, like kind of like Ghost, but like that's a different story. But
do you have an example besides the 8 seconds off your butterfly stroke?
Yeah, exactly. I know it sounds
that's
like
almost like one whole.
Well,
stroke.
okay, if you think about it, so like it was for, oh my God, if I can even remember, it was like 50 fly, and like 50 fly, so it's 25 yards either way, so 50 yards, right? And I think like at that time it was under a minute, so dropping 8 seconds is a lot.
Big,
yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. And it was the exact time that I had on my vision board. That was the thing.
Really? Damn,
yeah.
That's crazy.
But like, I saw it every single day. I envisioned it. I like put up like ribbons and stuff. Like you like create it like this. It's like a collage.
The dogs are back.
They're back. They have something to say.
So what was her name? The one that has the thing where you can...
Katie.
Just Katie?
Katie Clark.
Okay, Katie Clark.
Made Wild. She has an Instagram. She has an Instagram, so she's got Made Wild is like the leading one. She has like Made Successful, Made Grateful, and it's like this whole community to help build people up and create action boards to help them kind of support their dreams.
Do you have to go through her Instagram, or does she have like a website or something?
It's easiest to find her on Instagram. She does have a website, which will like lead you there, but we can definitely like, you can link
we'll link it for sure.
Yeah.
Those dogs, I swear. We had like a good run. And no. Okay, one thing before actually, you know what? Okay, for people that are listening, we both did story posts trying to get questions, and I didn't get any fucking questions to ask her, but she did. So she's going to hand me her
Someone
iPad.
showed up to the party.
Are they on there like screenshots or?
Oh, yeah, here you can.
So she's handing me her fancy little iPad. Dude, I need one of these.
Oh, we didn't even. Were we? I didn't even.
Oh.
Should we?
Fucking fired.
Director's fired.
The producer of the show is fired. What? No, we're good. We're handling shit. We're good. She's flipping me off right now, isn't she? Okay. Should I say the names of these people, or do you think they care? Sydney Brienne's response to your beautiful thing that got way more attention than I did. What parts of your morning routine do you find the most beneficial?
Hold on. I'm trying to set up a live situation. We're doing a lot of firsts right now. You know how to do that?
If anyone out there listening knows how to talk better than I do and can take over this podcast, that'd be great. Do you need me to ask the question again for you? And by the way, none of this is being cut out. This is going straight through.
Oh, it's going straight through. That's good.
Yeah,
no edits.
Great. It's going great. No edits. This is my iPad now. Hi. Yes? What? That's okay, cool. Well, we already finished Law of Attraction, which I was very mistaken on. What parts of your morning? Yeah, I know.
I know. Were you thinking like Bachelorette or like?
My thought was super shallow.
Love in Paradise.
Attraction. Why do you find people beautiful?
Yeah.
No, this person asked, what parts of your morning routine do you find the most beneficial? Not flies in your coffee.
Definitely not. Wait, read the question again.
Shit. I swiped. What parts of your morning routine do you find the most beneficial? Waking up. Best part of sorry.
I know. Like what? How do you say that like properly? Let's see. Well, I usually start with like music. Like that's what.
Like specific, like
tropical house, little.
Tropical house? Okay, what the fuck is up with all these different house genres?
You didn't know?
How many houses are there? Is this a...
There's like, well, first of all, there's like, I'm pretty sure there's like 12 houses in...
Is tropical like
Saturn?
No,
like Kygo, like Griffin, like...
Kygo?
Yeah, Kygo.
Oh, he did some remixes for Mice and Men. That's cool.
Yeah.
I've heard that. Okay, he's cool.
Yeah. Kygo, like Kygo's like definitely...
I saw that. That was great.
That's great. I don't know, like
so music.
Griffin. Yeah, like
first off, music.
EDM
music, tropical house to be specific.
Beach Vibe on Amazon or Alexa. That's what I tell her.
Alexa.
She plays tropical house beach vibe playlist. I don't know what that means, but that's what she chooses for me.
Okay. So besides music,
coffee
what parts?
first.
Plural here. Plural. So coffee. Okay.
Coffee.
Okay.
Skincare routine, obviously.
What coffee though? How do you like your coffee?
Black.
Okay. Sick.
Yeah. Sometimes, I mean, if you're feeling like spicy, like a little almond milk.
I feel like spicy would be black coffee.
I mean, little hair on your chest.
Is that it? Music and coffee?
I mean, yeah, and a good makeup outfit, obviously. Picking the outfit of the day. That's
okay. So how do you? I mean, is it just a vibe?
It's
or what song?
Every day is a different mood.
Okay.
So it's like one day it's like boho chic, the next day it's like
what? Boho chic?
Yeah.
What
Like
is that?
bohemian chic.
Bohemian. So I don't even, what is that?
I don't know, kind of
Describe
like
a bohemian-
hippie-esque, like with a little like hipster flair.
So like
Like
Kurt
boho
Cobain
chic.
if it was like 2021.
Yeah.
So like a fake Kurt Cobain.
Exactly.
Like the Kurt Cobain that
yeah.
doesn't smoke.
And that's where, yeah.
Okay.
There you go.
The one that drinks like the oat milk lattes instead of like
Exactly.
like a PBR to start the day. Okay, cool.
Instead of yeah.
I
And
feel
then
you.
like San Francisco like hangs out like by the Mission.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
You dig it?
I dig it. I dig it. Okay. Law of attraction question. Okay. Law of attractions and how it applies to fashion,
Ooh.
i.e., how dressing is how you want to be.
If you look good, you feel good.
Drop the mic, end it. Let's go. Is there any
Drop
more?
the
It was
mic.
just 3, right?
It's just
So,
3.
okay.
Yeah, it's a small dose. But yeah, I mean, it's like, okay, for instance, like everyone working throughout the pandemic, you're working in your sweats. You're probably not working like to the best of your ability, but like if you're like having to show up to work in like 6-inch stiletto, like you're feeling like the shit. No?
So what you're saying is I need to go to my product photography
show up
job
as your
tomorrow
future self.
with stilettos.
How do you like,
Stripper heels on?
yes,
That'd be sick.
platforms.
Tomorrow we're wearing Hawaiian button-up shirts.
Oh, that's cash.
Uh-huh.
It's very
Should I
California
go
of you guys.
Unbuttoned, no shirt, or like, or
Oiled.
was a white beater. I'm saying the PC way, not the other one. But and then put like a pillow, so I got the gut,
Yeah, exactly.
slick back hair.
And then what? That's it?
No, pants, of course.
Hopefully.
No, but what's the ones that don't go all the way? Go like mid shin.
Crop?
Just
Crop pants?
No, help me out here. What are they called?
What are they called?
Capris.
Oh, capris. I should
You
know
know,
that.
like
Like a gaucho?
Like
Well,
like a rich dude in Miami. He's got
do you know
the
what a
white-
gaucho is?
a
Have
what?
you a gaucho?
It sounds sexual.
That was a trend.
What? The
Oh.
gaucho?
Gaucho.
Am I saying like a slur?
No. It's like a flared capri. Like a very flared, like a hammer
Sounds-
pant capri.
It sounds terrible.
They were.
When? 20 years ago?
Oh. I'm not that old. Also same age.
Oh, I know that. Oh, I thought you were
Like,
talking about.
I would
didn't know you
probably
were
say like
wearing it.
middle school.
Oh, okay. Isn't it also kind of annoying
2008? No. 2002?
how like middle school kids now? You look at how they dress and how they look. You're like,
What
you're
happened?
not-
What happened to
No.
the humbling stage of being ugly? Like,
Why is I had a
what
like,
happened to that?
Like, come
Like
on.
braces? Like, we had to like look kind of struggly to have a glow up, and now they just start off with the glow up, and then they get better with time.
I was out like playing, shooting hoops, nailing buckets,
Harry Potter, man.
like going in the tan bark on that little swing thing that like
yeah.
the
Oh yeah, and you like hit the end or like the
falling on
tire
tan bark.
thing.
Remembering some kid breaking his arm and I was jealous because I wanted to break a bone, like because I hadn't broken a
Not
bone
me.
yet.
Not me. Definitely not me.
But now kids are like wearing Yeezys and filming TikTok, and if they're not rich enough, they
Yeah.
have like
I did like
Airwalks or something.
my first TikTok dance day before yesterday. That was interesting.
There we go.
Humbling.
Good? Humbling.
For sure. I mean, the amount of time that you spend on an 8-second video,
It's terrifying.
it is. I mean, it's fun. I will say that because like dressing up, obviously, but like
Oh,
the dances, where do they come from? Like, who makes these? I don't know.
I'm getting eating alive. I'm getting eating alive. I'm getting eaten alive. My executive producer, she's hired again, is holding a camera and just like stare. It's so weird.
I know.
Also, because I know people are probably on it and being like,
Or not
or
at
not
all.
at all. Yeah, no, yeah.
That's
of course.
that's the thing with
There's no
live
one
is
watching.
like it could be probably no one.
Yeah,
I'm not that cool yet,
no.
or ever.
I say we kind of close this out because it's gonna get dark soon, and I already felt like 7 bugs on my leg.
I saw that.
It's gonna be insane. I tried not to like. I was like just gonna fight
Make it
through
obvious.
it. And also every time I look at you, I'm like, is there 2 flies on the corner of your eyes? Because you put hearts on the corners of your eyes. By the way, that rhymed like crazy. I didn't even try to do that. What's up?
Next up.
Yeah.
Rapping.
Before we close this out, we didn't get to talk about it, but the company you work for, just shout them out because it's a good
Pure cane.
Sugar alternative.
Yes. Sugar.
This means you have to be on the podcast again.
I know.
See how fucking good I am.
Rolling into the second episode.
Oh, no. Yeah. What, like 5 months from now when you visit again?
Can't you do like via the phone?
Oh, yeah, we can do that. Yeah. Okay, go.
Like what in like Twitch? Like isn't that like a thing? No?
We'll figure it out. I mean, I know how to do it, but
we're working on it.
Yeah, we're working on it.
This is a new thing.
I need to rehire some people. So yeah, just talk about the Pure Cane real quick and like basically tell people what it is and tell them to go buy it because it's good for you.
It is good for you. Yeah, no, it's actually like I'm not like a huge like sugar person, so like this is a lot coming from me, but it's called Pure Cane. It's an all natural sweetener and it's sugar free, all natural. What else? It's keto friendly. It's challah friendly. Challah friendly.
Challah. Challah? What does that even mean?
I mean, challah.
Oh, it's like a Jewish thing. Okay.
Yeah.
So there's a in there. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I try.
I'm just trying to.
Yeah, like correct, kosher friendly.
Kosher.
Yeah.
So you could have just said that.
Well, it's also challah.
So there's two different things.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't know.
There's a couple different things, but yeah. So it's Pure Cane started underneath Amorous. It's only been a little over a year old, so it's still like in startup phase, but it's under a larger brand. But Amorous is like a biotech company, so there's scientists that have worked to create and pull a molecule from sugarcane in Brazil that goes through a fermentation process, and they pull a molecule called Reb-M, which is like 200 times sweeter than regular sugar.
Really?
In just this like molecule, which is like a 1/10 of a size of sugar. They infuse it into this substance called erythritol, and they create a sweetener. And you can use it like a baking sugar. There's a brown sweetener, confectioner, so you can bake with all of it. Everything. And there's everything. There's like packets, so you can put in coffee.
Yeah.
All the things.
Can you only buy that online or?
Purecane.com and Amazon.com.
Okay.
Coming soon to stores.
Okay. And we'll put links. I just wanted to, before we closed out, because we're going to get eaten alive out here.
I know.
We're outside, for those of you.
Some of us wore pants and a sweatshirt, but.
Well, you know what? I mean, it's been a beautiful day.
I know.
There's the sun shining.
It's much warmer here than Half Moon Bay. Half Moon Bay is like super foggy.
Really?
Yeah. Ugh. So I'll take the heat.
And then tell people where to follow you.
Oh, yeah. Follow me on Instagram. Also TikTok, still growing. Baby Space Alien on both.
Isn't it baby
space alien? Yeah.
So confusing. No, I'm just kidding.
I mean,
links people can just go click and it's easy.
Yeah. Baby space alien.
Thank you for powering through. I know it was like
first podcast
it was weird,
ever.
Like, up until like.
Also,
today.
You started like without me knowing, which is probably the better.
Best thing.
Yeah.
In 3. Okay.
Go.
All right, that's it.
We're done.
Thank you so much.
All right.
Peace. That was my chair, not me. I swear.
The Daily Podcast. Podcast.